unveiling the complexity of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. To truly comprehend the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, we must trace its historical roots. The land known as Palestine has a rich tapestry of history, with diverse civilizations and peoples leaving their marks throughout the centuries. From the ancient Canaanites and Hebrews to the Romans, the Byzantines, and the Arabs, each era has contributed to cultural mosaic of the land. Understanding the historical context is essential to grasp the complexities of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Therefore, partners in history, let's dive into the topic of the Zionist movement. The emergence of the Zionist movement in the late 19th century represents a pivotal chapter in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. We delve into the motivations and the aspirations of early Zionists, thinkers, and leaders, such as Theodor Herzl, who thought to establish a Jewish homeland in Palestine. This movement ignited hope and dreams for a safe haven for Jews after centuries of persecution. The rise of Zionism laid the foundation for the competing national aspirations of Palestine. Following the collapse of the Ottoman Empire, the League of Nations granted Britain a mandate to administer Palestine. We explore the significance of the Balfour Declaration and the British statement expressing support for the establishment of a Jewish homeland in Palestine. While also ensuring the protection of the rights of existing non-Jewish communities, this declaration laid the groundwork for the future challenges and complexities. The Balfour Declaration set the stage for conflicting visions and expectations between the Jewish and Arab communities. Tensions between Arab and Jewish communities escalated in the early 20th century, leading to clashes and uprisings. We examine the Arab revolt against the British rule and Jewish paramilitary organizations, as well as the United Nations in 1947's partition plan. This plan aimed to divide Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states, but this implementation faced resistance and triggered further violence. The Arab-Jewish clashes and the UN partition plan set the stage for the subsequent conflicts and disputes. The Arab-Israeli War from 1948 proved to be a defining moment in the conflict. We delve into the causes and consequences of this war, which resulted in the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians and the establishment of the State of Israel. The war shaped the demographic makeup of the region and laid the foundation for subsequent conflicts and disputes. The war and the creation of Israel marked a turning point in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, leading to profound changes in the region. The Palestinian refuge issue remains a central aspect of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. We explore the experiences of the Palestinian refugees who were displaced during the War of 1948 and subsequent conflicts. The right to return and the question of compensation are deeply entrenched in the narratives and demands of the Palestinian people. The Palestinian refuge issue has been a persistent obstacle to peace and a source of ongoing contention. The Six-Day War of 1967 had seismic impact on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. We examine causes, course, and consequences of this war, which resulted in Israeli occupation of the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem. The ramifications of the war, including the construction of Israeli settlements and the entrenchment of the occupation, continue to shape the realities on the ground. The Six-Day War dramatically reshaped the dynamics of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, leading to enduring challenges and complexities. The Oslo Accords in the early 1990s brought renewed hope for the resolution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. We examine the context, the negotiations, and the outcomes of the accords, which aimed to establish the framework for peaceful coexistence and eventually creation of the Palestinian state. We also discuss the challenges, setbacks, and criticisms that have accompanied the peace process. The Oslo Accords represented a significant milestone in the peace processes, yet their implementation faced numerous obstacles and setbacks. The issue of Israeli settlements in the occupied territories remain a major point of contention. We explore the growth of settlements, their impact on the viability of a future Palestinian state, and legal and political debates surrounding them. Additionally, we discuss the construction of the West Bank Wall and its implications for the lives of Palestinians and prospects for peace. The expansion of the Israeli settlements and construction of the West Bank Wall have contributed to complexities and challenges of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict reverberates beyond the borders of Israel and Palestine. We delve into the involvement of regional and international actors such as neighboring countries, the United States, and the United Nations. Their interests, alliances, and interventions have shaped the dynamics of conflict and influenced the potential path to a resolution. The regional and international dimensions of the conflict highlighted the interconnectedness, the global significance of the Israeli-Palestinian issue. Numerous challenges and obstacles persist in the pathway for a peaceful resolution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. We examine the complexities of the issues such as borders, security arrangements, and status of Jerusalem, and the right to refugees. The internal divisions among Palestinians and Israelis, external pressures, and regional dynamics further complicate the prospects for a just and lasting peace. The multitude of challenges and obstacles underscores the autocracy and difficulty of reaching a comprehensive peace agreement. Despite the formidable challenges, there have been efforts to find a path to peace and coexist. We explore initiatives and grassroots movements to promote dialogue, understanding, and the reconciliation between Israelis and Palestinians. These efforts aim to foster mutual recognition, respect, and shared vision of a future where both people can live side by side in peace. Seeking a path to peace requires a collective commitment from all parties involved and support of the international community. History offers valuable lessons for resolving conflicts and achieving peace. We reflect on the historical examples such as peace treaties between Israel and Egypt, Jordan, and the Oslo Accords to draw insights and inspiration. Understanding the complexities, compromises, and successes of the past peace efforts can inform and guide future endeavors to end the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Drawing lessons from history can contribute to the development of viable solutions and strategies for peace. Education and dialogue play crucial roles in promoting and understanding empathy and peace building between Israelis and Palestinians. We explore the importance of inclusive and balanced education that fosters mutual respect, critical thinking, and the recognition of shared histories and narratives. Additionally, we've highlighted the success of interfaith dialogue initiatives that bring together individuals from different religious backgrounds to foster an understanding and bridge divides. Investing in education and dialogue is essential for nurturing a new generation committed to peace and coexistence. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict has had profound humanitarian and human rights implications. We explore the experiences of civilians affected by the conflict, including access to basic services, freedom of movement, and the right to a dignified life. We also highlight the work of humanitarian organizations and human rights defenders who strive to alleviate suffering and promote accountability and advocate for the protection of human rights. The humanitarian and human rights dimensions of the conflict underscore the urgent need for a just and sustainable resolution. As we conclude our comprehensive exploration of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, we recognize the complexities and challenge inherent in seeking a resolution. By examining its historical, political, cultural, and humanitarian dimensions, we aim to foster an understanding, an empathy, and commitment to working towards a just, lasting peace. As partners in history, let us continue to engage, learn, and contribute to a future where peace and coexistence will prevail. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and join us next time as we continue our journey through history on Partner in History.